And
I hope you still have them.
well, we'll talk about that in a minute. And I didn't know where to go, and I don't remember who told me to go see you, but I got your name and number, and I bought some Krugerrands from you. And gold's increased tremendously since then, and it was a very good investment. And in a few years, if gold keeps going up, I'll almost get back what I paid you for it.
No. That's impossible. If you bought them years ago,
they were special
you bought them at the right price, because now they are what they
I bought
are.
below 300s from you.
And they will go much, much higher. If not, I'll buy them back for what you paid for them.
You always gave me that guarantee. Pay me back.
Absolutely.
So that's how I got to know Julie. And then, of course, Julie was active in democratic politics in Ramapo and the Sewer Commission. And for many, many years, we worked together very closely. There are a lot of good, decent people in government, but certainly Julie is one of the finest people I've known and had the pleasure of working with for all these years.
Thank you.
I have a proclamation from the County of Rockland, presented not just by me on behalf of the full legislature, present and past, okay? Declaring this Julius Graifman Day in Rockland County, July 8, 2015.
I have my glasses either. I have my glasses.
That's what happens. That's what happens when you get really old. All right. Whereas it is most appropriate this legislature pause in its deliberations to express our admiration and respect for those who have made important contributions to the welfare of our constituents. And whereas Julius Graifman has been a member of the Rockland County Board of Sewer Commissioners, Rockland County Sewer District Number 1, since 1985, and has served as its chairman for the past 24 years. Whereas, during his many years as chairman, Julius Graifman has overseen the implementation of a $200 million in capital improvements to the district's wastewater treatment plant and sewer system, and assisted with the development of the Western Ramapo Sewer Extension Project. And whereas he was the primary proponent behind New York State's enactment of special legislation to develop the advanced wastewater treatment plant on design, build, operate basis, the first such facility in the state of New York. And whereas he has worked tirelessly to secure federal funding for the district, resulting in millions of dollars being received by the County of Rockland on the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act and other available sources. And whereas on this occasion, Julius Graifman's retirement, this legislature wishes to thank him for his outstanding dedication to the citizens of Rockland County and for all of his many sacrifices to our county's benefit and advancement. Now therefore, I, Alden H. Wolf, Chairman of the Rockland County Legislature, on behalf of the entire legislature, take this occasion and proudly proclaim July 8, 2015, Julius Graifman Day in Rockland County, and it's signed by Alden Wolf with a nice little gold seal by Larry Toole, our clerk to the legislature. And it's you deserve so much more, but this is an expression of our gratitude for your years of service. We really appreciate it.
I have a certificate here on behalf of the Ramapo Town Board, thanking you, Jules. You know, people may not know, but a few years ago, Jules received our Humanitarian of the Year award in the town of Ramapo, and Ruth as well. And we're very proud of both of you. I remember the first time I met Jules. It was 1963 in Hillcrest, going to get signatures with my dad. And you were just moving into Hillcrest at the time. Ruth was out there in the driveway saying, "What? It's not finished." But Jules, you have done an incredible, incredible work. You are a very special person and a loving person, but he's also a funny person and a great singer. He's a crooner, he really is. And I remember when we were trying to find a location for the new advanced wastewater treatment facility, and Della was with us as well. They really liked the spot that is now the Joseph T. St. Lawrence Center the most. And then we looked over there by where the plant is now. And I remember we were looking at that site, and Dennis O'Donnell was with us, sitting here. And Dennis, we were going out onto that site, and Dennis is from Ireland. And if you don't know, the Irish, we're not so fond of snakes. Dennis isn't fond of snakes. And he picked up a piece of plywood. I don't remember, Jules. He picked up a piece of plywood to move it, and there was a rattlesnake under it. Dennis jumped up in the air, and he hasn't come down yet. He was like a little cartoon. He was just, his feet were moving, and he wasn't coming down until we got rid of the snake. Then Jules picked it up and moved it. But I'll never forget when we would go down to Washington all the time lobbying for money. We did get great help from great people. Congressman Ben Gilman was really great to us. Elliot Ango, Nita Lowy, Chuck Schumer, Senator Gillibrand, Senator Clinton as well. But we would go and we'd hit all the senators. And Jules had it down. He had his stump speech down. He had it down so well, he would ride the elevators and wait for a senator to get on the elevator and ask him where he's from. And then he'd tell him about our project, how we needed his support. And if they weren't quite listening, he'd break into song. He'd sing that Art Carney song, I Work in the Sewers?
Sewer song.
The sewer song. By the time that was done, he had them all. He really did. But it was great because we did receive millions of dollars, but we were then pushing hard to get the Obama money. I'll never forget Jules calling me up and saying, we got it. $35 million on the point two. Well, forget about the point two, forget about the 35 million. Because when it came into New York, it had to go through Albany, and it was reprogrammed. And I think we ended up with 10 out of the 35, thereabouts.
Well, I'll tell you a story about that.
But I'm so glad that you had the foresight and the timing to pass over the reins of the chairmanship to me at this time, as all the other members of the sewer district are saying, well, what are you going to do about this? We're not paying money to be in the sewer district now. But there were so many other meetings with the DEC and different consent orders and really tough work in the sewer district to make the sewer district work, and the millions and millions of linear feet that we clean out and flush and videotape and televise and to make our system work, and it's never worked better than it works now. And I didn't know that this was part of being the chairman, but I guess this is something you instituted. I get calls in the middle of the night now every time there's a spill. And they tell me, well, we used to call Jules. And I said, he never told me that. And they said, well, he never answered. But Jules, it's so nice for you to be here with Ruth, with your whole family. With Gary and Ryan, and they were great attorneys and do a great job. And we always in the town of Ramapo think of your son David, who was lost on 9/11. The work that you and Ruth do for the other families in the entire nation is just unbelievable. And I've seen many letters from parents who lost their loved ones or wives to you, thanking you for all the work that you do. And you have been there at all of our 9/11s, or except when you were asked to be in New York City or some of the other ones in the county. But we all think of him, and we pray for him, and that void I know will never be filled by your family. But we hope that the love that you feel from the people that work with you, who know you and your family, that void can be filled a little bit for you and your family. But Jules, we're going to miss you dearly, and when we go to Washington, D.C., you're going to have to come with us so we can have
If you get authorization, I'm with you.
We can work the authorization. I'll talk to Ed. But we need your voice. And just one last story. We were at the Ebbets Grill in Washington, D.C., and people were coming over, and they're going, oh, my God, it's so good to see you. I didn't know who these people were. And I heard one person, yes, it's Mr. Kennedy. Well, Jules wasn't going to let on that he wasn't, you know. I think he started singing that night as well. Especially when the check came along. He said he'd sing for the check. And he doubled it. So, but listen, we were pushing hard to keep Mr. Maloney in the seat down there because he wanted to come up here and roast you.
Where is he?
He's down there. He's got some good ones. He's taking a nap over there.
Where's John?
He's working on his bucket list.
Wake up, John.
He's working on his bucket list. Jules, we're going to miss you. And it's just been an incredible run. As Elon said, 30 years in the district, 24 years as a chairman. Your vision has made the waterways in the county of Rockland safer, cleaner. You have made it so that a minority community in Coburn and Sloatsburg, who never had the ability to have sewers, now have sewers, raised the values of their properties tremendously. You shepherded all of that through, and with the great people that we have working with us and the consultants that we have, many that are here, we want to say thank you very much, and we love you, Julius.